the claim that HS2 will heal the north-south divide is a massive overstatement. If we look at what's happened in other countries, Spain, France, South Korea, where these kinds of high-speed lines have been introduced, that simply hasn't happened. What's more likely to happen is that it will attract further people to work in London from an even wider distance, and it will enable firms in London to serve markets in the regions much more easily. So most of the advantages of this investment will accrue to London and the South East rather than to the regional cities.
Ask anybody that ever contemplates going from Hull to Liverpool, or people that might contemplate going from Leeds to Manchester or the other way. You know, our modern infrastructure is just hopeless here compared with many other parts of the world. And controversially, as we concluded pretty early on, doing something to give a state-of-the-art infrastructure between those close geographic northern cities, probably way more important for them than HS2 in terms of the economic connectivity of the people in those cities.
I'm afraid you've not dispelled my impression that the prospects of development you're holding out for the north from a high-speed train are anything but a con we poor northern peasants into believing we shall get some crumbs off yet another project which will primarily benefit London.
You began as a supporter of HS2 in the first place, but now you're not, is that right?
Yeah, a long time ago it just seemed, but then I started looking at the evidence and the research that showed rather than bringing life to the regions, it would suck life out of the regions into London and the South East. And I believe in evidence-based policy.
Lots of people will not benefit in any way at all from high-speed rail, and I'm particularly bothered about places like Warrington and Liverpool, because I think they will lose lots of jobs. What it does is kind of reconfigure, you know, it draws a new map of economically successful areas and economically weak areas. So Liverpool and Warrington will be damaged.
20 years ago, Secretary of State, I could travel from Newcastle to London in 2 hours 38 minutes. And then in your announcement today, you've said that in 20 years' time, we'll be able to do it in 2 hours 18 minutes. Do you think 40 years is enough for 20 minutes, given the importance of connectivity for the economic regeneration of a place like the north east of England?